Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Hyperion-Blue-GT. Welcome back to the full walkthrough in the Crew 2. In the last part, it was super excited out there in Demolition Derby. Feels like it was a lot of carnage to smashing up with any opponent's vehicles, but it was a lot of fun, and it is also reminds us to be having in a free-for-all event. But it is also to be part of a match because I know this wheel mic gets a little bit more overreacting because I'm just gonna have to do a little bit more rage act, but all the expressions that makes me I'm just really gonna need to take a little bit time of relax. But I know it also pretends that I'm just doing a rehearsal act. So right now I'm about to get ready to go to participate in the 4th episode of Live Xtreme series before I'll be ready to continue on with some more street racing events. But this is going to be at the Grand Canyon. But this is going to be very good out there to be on the Rocky Mountains. But this one might have 3 disciplines to be participate with a good skill of a performance. Street racing will be going in at the first leg. Powerboat will be taking second. And for the rallycross, we'll have to take on for the 3rd and final leg. But it was doing great. But this is going to be having a different condition. We'll be going in onto the snow. But this is going to be brilliant out there to be on a normal difficulty. 2,100 followers and 15,750 bucks. This will might have a good average reward, so here I go and let's do this.
Things are about to get rocky for our racers as they take on the American Southwest for series stop number 4. Will the rookie who's come out of nowhere continue their dominance, or will the established stars regain their shine? Get ready to find out.
Here I go, racing in Winter Wonderland on the Rockies. Let's win the race.
For this race, the Grand Canyon is under snow. That may surprise our non-American viewers, but you should know that this isn't an unusual sight. The Grand Canyon has a microclimate of its own, one that will test our drivers' reflexes and skills. So it looks like for the opponents, 2 2011 Ford Mustang and a Chevy Camaro CL1. So it looks like I'm just currently used for the 2015 Ford Mustang, but everything is all good. It's a tight race so far. Anyone could jump into the lead.
Come on. I can take one more car, so I could probably be in first place. Just gonna have to keep going. Pack it up with a nitro.
That's impressive driving, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yeah, first place in the lead for UDRS, folks. Now I'm about to go right in towards the finish line at the end of the first leg. Just gonna have to keep it defended. Stay on track. Alright, looks like this one might take some braking position on every road, on every corners. So looks like here comes the final stretch at the end of the first leg. But this one might get nearly there.
As we switch from asphalt to dirt, it'll be interesting to see if it changes things up. Or are our drivers so skilled they won't even notice the difference?
Okay, looks like coming in onto the dirt. This will might going in onto the river.
How about we make some legends?
Okay, 1 run down. Now going in onto the water in the next leg. Just gonna have to keep going. This will might have a good throttle on my Portal Offshore Mark 1.
Get a load of that scenery. This racecourse is magnificent. I have no idea how the competitors keep their focus in such a spectacular setting.
Well, I can see 2 jet sprint events over here. But this will might keep on sailing. Steer on that direction. Perfect. I'm about to make a good jump. Spectacular. 2 times in a row.
This is some exceptional racing, folks. Live, the best camera system on the market, is proud to bring you Event 4 of this season's Xtreme Series. Live. Track, record, share.
Oh yeah. I'm just always trying to keep going, but this one might take a few more gap distance before coming right back onto the land for taking a dirt leg. Rallycross will be on its way soon. Just gonna keep going. Stay around. It looks like I'm about to hit the land.
Let's put our racers to the test along the Colorado River.
Oh yeah. Looks like this one might go in for a dirt leg. Special stage. World Rally Championship style. Now, let's see how the 3 opponents are going along. Looks like they still actually tried to keep up. I could probably take home the podium whenever I want. Take that checkpoint in.
We're about to enter a difficult portion of the race. There's a lot of tight curves, rocks narrow the passage, and it's a long way down with no guardrails. And that's even before we take into consideration the loss of grip created by the snow. It calls for careful technical driving.
That's right. I hope this is going to be pretty tougher out there whenever I'm about to be ready for having a street race at Pikes Peak, but only later on.
This bridge indicates we're coming up on the finish line. Racers, if you want to make a move, it's now or never.
Only 10% to go. I'm going to win this time. Just take that checkpoint here. Stay on that good all-wheel drive control. Okay, slow down. Come on. Just gonna have to take a lot of good steering out there. Just follow the trail of the dirt. And here comes the finish line. I'm going in. Woo! That was awesome. Super
From
awesome.
the Grand Canyon, thanks to all of you for watching the live Xtreme Series test the skills of the world's best racers. Keep on following us on social media, and watch out. Race number 5 is going to be a doozy.
Oh yeah, looks like this is going to be pretty good out there, but luckily for the Valentine's Day gift, well, maybe this is definitely might be quite very good to give us some good love on racing. I kind of look like the teddy bear, by the way, but, well, maybe this will might be quite very good before at the end of February. It was so fantastic out there, racing on the Grand Canyon in a snow condition, but this is definitely might be quite brilliant out there for having a good tour. Doing street racing on the first leg, just like taking episode 2, but hey, I'm just always gonna have to go like a pro to be driving on the streets. The powerboat will be doing great onto the second leg, but it was pretty easy. But good news, this one might have a good performance, will be going much faster whenever I can. And for the third leg, Rallycross was gonna be quite very excellent to be on the special stage. But so far, I could probably have to get ready to participate in episode 5 whenever I'm about to be ready. So looks like this will might have to get ready to go back to do some more street racing, folks. This will might give a good time to spare. So take a good look on the track layout, but this is pretty excellent out there to be starting out in the Grand Canyon. But this is definitely might be pretty good onto a layout, especially on the waters, but this one might take any position whenever you're going to have to come up with by using a powerboat. Now let's get ready to go back. So this is going to be having a good street race event to be at Los Angeles. Going over to downtown LA East, but this is the effort. So I bet this is going to be pretty challenging, but I hope I can probably do my best. But current recommendation performance to be at 160. But good thing I'm also to be at 181. But good news, I just already took some free time, so I could probably do some more loot for some upgrades. But I could probably have to do much better to get some bigger followers and bigger rewards. So let's just gonna have to travel to and get prepared.
Time to show T.O. he's wrong about you. He doesn't like you because you wrong me. Well, mostly that. And to him, I represent playing it safe. He wants to take risks. Hell, he thrives on them. Why don't you show him how you can cautiously kick his ass?
Well, I was born ready to take on Tito, so this will give a good perfect time for a starting grid. Let's get ready for a Los Angeles street race for having a good run. Okay, looks like this is going to get a little bit more challenging. Simple. Gonna have to make one overtake on Tito while the other racers are coming in. Come on, just gonna have to keep up the pace. Okay, well, wrong direction. Almost forgot about the arrows. Oh boy, now's my chance. That's the ticket. And here comes the extreme jump. Wow, that was so close. In the meantime, looks like a motorbike driver is now going in to take first place. I could probably have to catch up. Seems to me that it was Midnight Club 2 all over again. Well, in Midnight Club LA, by the way. Take that checkpoint clear, going into the tunnels. Smashing up some objects, do a little bit power slide. Okay, now time to defend my position. So I hope this one might have to be on the lookout, but it gets a little bit tricky on the streets. Almost there before at the end of the first lap. Now coming in onto lap number 2. Okay, just gonna have to steer around, so I'll make sure I'll have to be very remembered on this corner. Now that's a good response by taking a direction. Okay, here comes. This will might take another jump. Talk about having a little leap of faith of street racing. Well, this one might taking some few stunts. Take that shortcut. 25% to go. Alright. Looks like Teal is still trying to keep up with me. But the Ford Mustang always gonna have to stay strong and stay fast. Almost there. Just gonna have to take one more stretch to go. And here comes the finish line. Better take home the podium. First place for having a good achieved time for 4 minutes and 33 seconds. Alright, looks like this one might have some 2 blue parts and a visual part. Very good. Now reaching up onto icon 46. Okay. Now, looks like this is going to be pretty good tricky out there on this course, folks. But starting line to be quite very suitable to be right onto the parking garage. But hey, this is going to be quite very good for having a 2-lap race. So let's just going to have to check again. So I bet I just already took a good check on normal difficulty. Alright, so maybe this one might have to get ready to go to proceed the next race. But hey, looks like this is going to be having a sprint race to be going down over to San Bernardino. It's going to be at the mountains. But I hope I could probably have to take a lot of good hill climbing skills for my Ford Mustang, but this might be quite very good to be on a good view of the town. So I hope I can probably get ready to go and have this good usual reward. So let's see how this one might turn out when becoming the finest icon player ever yet. But this one is very different, just like Enter the Parking Garage, but I bet this is going to be quite very good to see on the outside view. But hey, here comes the condition changes, but this will might have a good run.
3, 2, 1.
So let's go. So right now, I'm racing with some couple of drivers by using some supercars. But this will might have a good pack for the muscle car. We'll be going in to reach up towards the mountain. But speaking of which, I could probably might need a street racing edition of the Mazda RX-7. Okay, keep going. Just gonna have to do a little bit more drift. Okay, looks like deer just comes by at the street. Just gonna make sure to let the car's wheels go on to an open view. Okay, here comes the checkpoint. Looks like it's getting wet out there on the road. %40 on the progression. I can still keep on going. .3 seconds behind. Well, I bet the supercars are still trying to keep up, and just gonna have to take a lot of good focus on the clean race on the road. But hey, it's almost barely sounded like the De Leon from Need for Speed movie. But of course, but this is definitely might be quite giving a little bit more difference for having a sprint race to be on the west coast of California. On second thought, just gonna have to take a little bit more steering recovery on my car. Just gonna have to keep going to stay on this current lane. Alright, looks like 75% on the progression, only 25 more to go. Okay, keep going. Take that. Just gonna have to keep it monitor check out there. Only 10% to go. Now, looks like this one might have to going in onto the outskirts of the mountain states. And here comes the final stretch. First place, 3 minutes and 54.535 seconds. I hope I could probably have some good earnings for having the first place finish. Very nice, with some 2 parts.
It's all about the bragging rights. Gotta talk up your wins, gotta talk up your ride. Yours, for example, is cool, but it could be way cooler. You could tweak it instead of chilling out on your couch, and you'll have something worth driving. Where I used to ride, I had a signature look. Blue and gold. You should take some time to find yours.
I will, Latrell. I bet this will might have some good tuning work on my Mustang, so I could probably have to keep going for the next race. Alright, looks like this one might going on for the live map. Just gonna have to go down to Las Vegas. This time, this is going to be having the strip west for doing another street race. But what can I say? I just already took the south and north, but this one is going track layout, always going to make a very good different ways we'll have to see. But let's just going to have to travel to and get prepared for only one more run.
You hear that? That's the sound of classic American muscle car engines, my friend. You can feel it in your bones.
Sound of the muscle cars? Looks like this will might have a good perfect answer. Let's proceed over onto the starting grid, and looks like this one might take a short distance away by the yards. Okay, looks like this is going to be a perfect race with muscle cars. So here I go, and let's get it on.
You feel like going for a little drive today?
Yep. Looks like this one might give a good horsepower. We'll pack it up a notch. So it looks like this is going to be pretty remarkable out there. Having another street race in Las Vegas plus muscle cars equals a perfect representation in the United States of America. I hope this will might give a good nitro, will give a good boost. Man, that Dodge Viper really overtakes me, but still I could probably have to catch up. But this will might have a 1 stripe, 2 stripes for my Ford Mustang will give a good proud expertise. Wait a minute. Why are those 2 cars doing? Oh man. That was a shortcut. I knew it. They can use the shortcut whenever they want. That's the element of surprise. Final lap, here I come. Alright. First place in the lead. First place for my Mustang of the United Defensive Reformation Service. Don't worry. I'm just trying to use the horn to let the people know that we're racing. Gonna have to catch up to that Camaro.
Pour a little more of that on and I see the winner's circle in your future.
Still trying to keep focused. Still trying to deal with some obstacles to deal with. Okay, looks like this time this wheel might take that shortcut. So I'm just following this opponent. Ah, man. Okay, note to self. This is going to be pretty tougher it looks to try to stay on the same route.
3, 2,
Okay, well, this time, this is going to be on the snow condition. Now I have to start over again. There you go. This will put me in the lead. Alright, looks like this will might take some few space while people are hanging out at the food marketplace. Well, maybe some food restaurant that might be quite giving some time to give something else to order. Now, we're just gonna have to keep going, but this one might take some good follow routes. We'll have to take the checkpoints. Keep it up, my fellow muscle car opponents. Keep up with me, and you'll have to do some fine skills, but better make sure try not to use the shortcuts. Otherwise, I could probably have to use the nitro in it. Maybe not, but it was A-okay clear to me. Okay, lap number 2, final lap is on its way. Hahaha, yes! I bet these guys are still trying to catch up with me. But I could take the focus to reach up towards the finish line. Okay, never mind that. But still, this wheel might take some objects we'll be smashing in. Gonna have to do a drift. Okay, looks like one driver is about to make positions to come and overtake me. Come on, keep going. Just stay on this good corner. Okay, looks like the Camaro just passed me. Good thing he took the right thing. But actually, this one might take, in case of emergency, whenever this one might take the shortcut overtake. Final corner and last stretch. Wow, so impressive and so amazing for a snow run in Las Vegas. But hey, this one might get a little bit halfway there towards Icon 47. But don't worry. But the loot wheel might have to send it over to HQ. But what the heck. I could probably have to drive back and pick it up. Okay, just pick these 3 loots up. Very good and pretty impressive. Now that's an extreme street race, folks. But I hope I could probably have to continue more for the next walkthrough. But this one might take an even sprint race whenever it takes. Alright folks, I hope you really enjoy watching the race. Thanks for watching. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, bell for notification uploads, and the links on the description down below if you want to see more. You can follow me on Instagram, Dividend Art, and GT Planet whenever you want. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time to continue the journey in the Crew 2 later. Keep on racing, stay clean, and I will see you in part 24.